House of Dragons, Fire and Blood, Dreams and Betrayal. Welcome back to the realm of Westeros. 200 years before the rise of Daenerys Targaryen, House of the Dragon has ignited a new chapter in the Game of Thrones saga, and we're here to recap the fiery first season. With both his sons dead, old King Aerys I Targaryen convenes a great council to choose an heir. The Westerosi lords select Aerys' eldest grandson, Prince Viserys, over Princess Rhaenys, the eldest grandchild. 9 years into his reign, King Viserys organizes a tournament to celebrate Queen Aemma Arryn's pregnancy, confident she is carrying his long-awaited male heir. The small council disregards Master of Ships Lord Corlys Velaryon's warning that the Triarchy, an alliance of Essos free cities, threatens to cripple Westerosi shipping lanes. Hand of the King, Sir Otto Hightower, criticizes Viserys' brother and heir, Prince Daemon, for his brutality as the City Watch commander. At the tournament, the young, handsome Sir Criston Cole, a common-born knight, outcompetes Daemon. Meanwhile, Viserys sacrifices Aemma in childbirth, performing a C-section. Their newborn son, Balon, dies shortly after. Viserys refuses the council's pleas to appoint a new heir until Otto reveals that Daemon mockingly styled Balon as the heir for a day. Outraged, Viserys banishes Daemon from King's Landing and appoints his only living child, Princess Rhaenyra, heir to the Iron Throne, revealing to her Aegon the Conqueror's dream that inspired him to unify Westeros. 6 months later, Daemon has illegally occupied Castle Dragonstone. Prince Admiral Kragas Drahar, known as the Crab Feeder, menaces the Stepstones archipelago at the Essos Triarchy's behest. The small council dismisses Rhaenyra's suggestion to show force and instead relegate her to appointing a new Kingsguard knight. Ignoring others' advice, she chooses Sir Criston, the only knight with actual battle experience. Sir Otto sends his teenage daughter, Lady Alicent, to console the grieving king. She advises Viserys to discuss his kingly duty to remarry with Rhaenyra. Lord Corlys and his wife, Princess Rhaenys, propose that Viserys unite their Valyrian houses by marrying their 12-year-old daughter, Lena. Meanwhile, the small council learns that Daemon, proclaiming himself the true heir, stole a dragon egg and intends to marry his mistress, Mysaria, as a secondary spouse. Otto and a small detachment sail to Dragonstone to retrieve the egg. Rhaenyra follows on her dragon, Syrax, and forces Daemon to renounce his false claims and return the egg. Viserys announces his intention to wed Alicent, angering Corlys, who proposes an alliance to Daemon. For 3 years, Lord Corlys and Prince Daemon have battled the Crab Feeder and his forces in the Stepstones without the Iron Throne's support. Meanwhile, King Viserys plans a great hunt to celebrate his and pregnant Queen Alicent's son Aegon's second birthday. Rhaenyra resents her father's excessive attention towards her half-brother, Aegon. The ailing king insists that Rhaenyra, now 17, must marry to form a strong alliance and protect their lineage. Many suitors are considered, including 2-year-old Prince Aegon. Lord Lionel Strong recommends Sir Rhaenyra Velaryon, Lord Corlys' son, as a potential match to mend the rift between the two houses. Overcoming previous doubts, Viserys assures Rhaenyra she remains his heir and can choose her consort. Meanwhile, brothers Hobart and Otto Hightower secretly scheme to make Aegon the successor, furthering their family's power and prestige. After Sir Vaemond Velaryon pleads for the king's help, Viserys sends aid to the Stepstones. Seeing his brother's support as ending his chance to prove himself, Daemon acts as bait to ambush the Crab Feeder, winning the ensuing battle before the Crown's forces arrive. After an unsuccessful months-long tour to choose a consort, Rhaenyra returns to King's Landing. Daemon also returns after conquering most of the Stepstones. Now called King of the Narrow Sea, Daemon swears allegiance to Viserys and hands over his crown. As the reunited brothers celebrate, Alicent and Rhaenyra reconcile. After dark, Daemon and Rhaenyra sneak out to explore King's Landing, attend a bawdy play, and visit a brothel. Daemon seduces a willing Rhaenyra, but unable to consummate their affair, he abandons her there. Returning to the Red Keep, Rhaenyra seduces Sir Criston. Informed by the White Worm's spy, Sir Otto informs the king about Daemon and Rhaenyra's carousing. Alicent overhears and privately questions Rhaenyra, who swears she is still a maid. Viserys confronts Daemon who, hungover and disheveled, seemingly confirms the rumors and proposes he wed Rhaenyra. Viserys claims Daemon only wants the crown and exiles him to the Vale. To avoid scandal and strengthen the throne, Viserys orders Rhaenyra to marry Sir Rhaenyra Velaryon. Viserys dismisses Otto as his hand after Rhaenyra accuses Otto of manipulating him for his personal gain. Grand Maester Mellos gives Rhaenyra a precautionary abortifacient tea at Viserys' request. In the Vale, Daemon murders his wife, Lady Royce. Before departing King's Landing, Sir Otto warns Queen Alicent that Rhaenyra becoming queen would make Alicent's two sons a threat to the crown. Rhaenyra and Sir Rhaenyra Velaryon are betrothed, mollifying Lord Corlys. Understanding Rhaenyra's homosexuality, Rhaenyra proposes fulfilling their royal duties to produce heirs, then pursue their own lovers. Sir Criston is humiliated when Rhaenyra declines his proposal to elope to Essos and assume new identities. She prefers their current sexual liaison. Alicent questions Criston about Rhaenyra and Daemon, but misunderstanding, he confesses to being Rhaenyra's lover. During Rhaenyra and Rhaenyra's betrothal celebration, Alicent enters, interrupting Viserys' speech. Wearing a green gown, the signal color for House Hightower's call to arms. Daemon also unexpectedly attends. Confronted by Rhae's cousin, Daemon denies murdering her and wishes to assert his claim to inherit her lands. Rhaenyra's lover, Sir Joffrey Lonmouth, surmises Criston is Rhaenyra's paramour. When Criston believes Joffrey is threatening blackmail, he brutally kills him, devastating Rhaenyra and horrifying guests. Rhaenyra and Rhaenyra are privately wed late that night. Viserys collapses after the ceremony. Meanwhile, Alicent intervenes as a disgraced Criston is about to commit suicide. 10 years later, Rhaenyra has 3 sons: Jacaerys, Lucerys, and newborn Joffrey. All lack the Valyrian platinum hair, but King Viserys rejects Queen Alicent's assertion that Sir Rhaenyra is not their father. Alicent tells Aegon he must prepare to one day dispute Rhaenyra's claim for the Iron Throne. As Viserys' firstborn son, he will always be a threat to Rhaenyra's claim and his life will be threatened. Daemon and his wife, Rhaena Velaryon, visit Pentos with daughters Baela and Rhaena. The prince offers them a lordship in exchange for an alliance against a resurgent triarchy. Unable to give birth after an agonizing labor, Rhaena commands her dragon Hagar to incinerate her. Sir Criston, now serving Alicent, goads Sir Harwin into attacking him by implying that Harwin fathered Rhaenyra's children. To ease family strife, Rhaenyra proposes Jacaerys marry Helaena, Alicent's daughter, which Alicent rejects since she believes Jacaerys is a bastard. Shortly after, a disgraced Sir Harwin bids Rhaenyra and her sons farewell before his father. Hand of the King Sir Lionel Strong escorts him to Harrenhal Castle. It is implied that Sir Harwin fathered Rhaenyra's 3 sons. Alicent confides to Sir Lionel's younger son, Larys, that she wishes her father, Sir Otto, was still the king's hand. Larys recruits 3 criminals to set a fire at Harrenhal, killing Lionel and Harwin. Rhaenyra moves her household to Dragonstone, also bringing Rhaenyra's lover, Sir Qarl Corey. King Viserys and his court attend Lady Rhaenyra's funeral in Driftmark. Rhaenyra and Daemon reunite and are physically intimate. Prince Aemon claims Hagar as his dragon, causing an altercation with his cousins and nephews in which Lucerys slashes Aemon's eye with a knife. As revenge, Queen Alicent lunges at Lucerys with Viserys' Valyrian steel dagger. Rhaenyra blocks Alicent, but injures herself. After claims that Rhaenyra's sons are bastards, Viserys decrees anyone questioning their legitimacy will be punished. Later, former Hand of the King, Otto Hightower, assures Alicent they will prevail, while Rhaenyra and Daemon unite against Alicent and her family. To continue the true Valyrian lineage, Princess Rhaenys suggests that Lord Corlys pass his title through his granddaughter, Baela, by marriage to Prince Lucerys, as Rhaenyra has not sired any children. Sir Qarl appears to murder Rhaenyra, leaving behind a charred body. Daemon and Rhaenyra privately marry in the old Valyrian Dragonlord tradition to perpetuate the Targaryen bloodline. Meanwhile, Rhaenyra, having faked his death, escapes Driftmark with Qarl. 6 years later, Lord Corlys Velaryon is wounded fighting in the Stepstones. His brother, Sir Vaemon, petitions King's Landing to name him Corlys' heir, proclaiming Rhaenyra's son, Lucerys, illegitimate. Rhaenyra and Daemon return to the capital to defend Lucerys' claim. King Viserys is now bedridden, disfigured, and mentally muddled. Queen Alicent and the King's Hand, Otto Hightower, oversee all royal matters. Alicent covers up Prince Aegon raping a handmaiden. Rhaenyra proposes 2 marriage arrangements with House Velaryon to gain Princess Rhaenys' support. She implores Viserys to defend her succession, quoting Aegon the Conqueror's dream about the prince that was promised. As Vaemon's petition is presented at court, Viserys declares Lucerys the Driftmark heir. Daemon beheads Vaemond when he denounces Rhaenyra as a whore and her children bastards. The family appears to reconcile during a feast, but Aemon later incites a fight, insinuating Rhaenyra's 3 sons are bastards. Meanwhile, a licensed lady-in-waiting, Talia, regularly provides Daemon's former mistress, Mysaria, with information. Viserys, near death, mutters parts of Aegon the Conqueror's dream, which a licensed mistakenly believes refers to Prince Aegon. After Viserys' death, Sir Otto and the small council plot to crown Prince Aegon. Sir Criston kills Lord Beesbury, who opposed the scheme. Kingsguard Lord Commander Harold Westerling resigns in protest. Otto keeps Viserys' death a secret to fortify the council's position, then coerces the noble houses to switch their allegiance to Aegon. Those resisting are imprisoned or hanged. Otto and Alicent discuss on whether to kill or exile Rhaenyra, and separately rush to find and influence the missing Prince Aegon. Otto sends Kingsguard brothers Sir Eric and Sir Eric Carjo, while Alicent tasks Criston and Prince Aemond. The Carjos find Aegon first, but Criston and Aemond forcibly take him. Lord Larys tells Alicent that spies, including Lady-in-Waiting, Talia, are within the Red Keep. Alicent approves eliminating the head spy. Alicent persuades a resistant Aegon to claim his birthright. King's Landing citizens are herded into the Dragon Pit to witness Aegon's coronation. Princess Rhaenys, refusing to support Aegon's claim, is held captive. Eric frees her, and she enters the Dragon Pit caverns. Astride her dragon, Meleys, she violently breaches the Grand Hall, causing mayhem, death, and threatening the royals. Rhaenys then flees King's Landing on Meleys. Princess Rhaenys arrives on Dragonstone to announce King Viserys' death and Prince Aegon ascending the throne. The news shocks Rhaenyra into a premature stillbirth. When Sir Eric brings Viserys' crown, Rhaenyra is declared queen. Sir Otto Hightower presents King Aegon Yai's terms for Rhaenyra's concession, including retaining her royal title and Dragonstone, and her son's rights to inherit Driftmark. Daemon is angered when Rhaenyra considers conceding to unify the realm against the northern threat foretold by Aegon the Conqueror's dream. Lord Corlys pledges House Valyrian's allegiance to Rhaenyra's Black faction. Daemon plans to recruit more dragon riders and awakens a large dragon hibernating in a cave. Princes Jaehaerys and Lucerys are sent as envoys to secure Houses Arryn, Stark, and Baratheon as allies. Lucerys meets with Lord Borros Baratheon and discovers Prince Aemond is also there to secure the Baratheons as allies for Aegon Roman II. King Aegon Roman II has offered Borros a political alliance through marriage between his daughter and Aemond, while Rhaenyra has offered nothing. Lucerys leaves on his dragon, Arax, but Aemond pursues him on Vhagar. The fractious dragons defy their riders. Arax burns Vhagar. Vhagar then devours Lucerys and Arax, stunning Aemond. Rhaenyra is devastated and enraged upon receiving the news. Season 2 promises to unleash the fury of the Targaryen conflict. Dragons will take flight, battles will rage, and the fate of Westeros hangs in the balance. Like and subscribe for more fantasy show recaps. Let us know your thoughts on House of the Dragon Season 1 in the comments below. Who do you think will win the Iron Throne? Thanks for watching TV Glimpse.